Hi, it's Heather. I'm a certified arborist in Bloomington, Indiana, and today I'd like to talk about Southwest Syndrome. Um, so, if you've planted a tree during the growing season, or are planning to plant a tree during the growing, or starting like in December, maybe doing some dormant planting, um, there's one thing that if you live in a climate where you do see some cold temperatures, um, you want to find a way to protect the bark of your young tree. One thing I really like are the vinyl tree wraps. They just kind of spiral on around the tree. This sometimes can seem like a little bit of a pain in the butt, but they do a really good job of not damaging the tree when it's going on or off. And it's white. White's important. We'll get to that in a second. And it's also, this one has holes, which I also like because that's going to let the bark breathe so we don't get moisture buildup. And at least from what I've seen, I think the holes may help in keeping some insects from setting up house under your tree wrap, which, depending on what they are, can or might not be important. Anyway, so what is Southwest Syndrome? Southwest Syndrome is a type of winter damage or cold injury that can happen usually on younger trees. So on a tree that's, maybe up to like a 5-year-old tree, like, if you've just planted the tree, it would be worth protecting because it's, the bark is probably still pretty fresh in places. And so what happens is, in the winter, when there's no leaves to provide shade to the bark of the tree, on the southwest side of the tree, the sun is going to shine on that bark during the day, and you kind of get this expansion in the bark tissue as it heats up a little bit. And then as it cools down at night, because the sun goes away, the bark can contract. And so over a period of time, the expansion and contraction of the bark can cause it to crack. And that can damage the vascular system underneath the damaged bark area. So white is important for helping to prevent this because it's going to do a good job of reflecting away the sun's energy on the bark during the winter. So and with a lot of cold injury, it's not always just the actual temperature. It is in part because of the sun. It's like when you have frost damage. It's, on a cloudy day you may not have frost damage, but man, you get those sun acting, on those ice crystals, and it's kind of like a magnifier and just kind of fries that tissue. Anyway, so right now, before we do get into colder temperatures, go ahead and try and find some a good vinyl tree wrap. If you do have to use something like the drain tile, material. See if you can paint it white first. Just spray paint will be fine. Or, you know, if you really can't find anything else, you could use a light wash of a white latex paint. Anyway, so if you did get out and plant some trees and shrubs this year, thank you so much. Thanks for being part of this solution, and help keep your new babies safe for the winter. So if you have any questions, let me know. Comment down below, and like, subscribe, all that good stuff, whatever. Really, I just want to help people be good at planting stuff and watching stuff grow and building an ecosystem right in your own space. So anyway, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.